My wife waved from the driveway like it was any other morning. 3 days, she said, smiling. Girls' trip. Try not to burn the house down. I nodded, coffee in hand, watching her car disappear down the road. For 6 years my daughter Lily hadn't walked. Not a step. Not a twitch. Doctors called it a rare neurological condition. We called it our life. The moment the car turned the corner and vanished, I heard something behind me. A soft shift. Like fabric moving. I turned. And my coffee slipped from my hand, shattering across the floor. Lily was standing. Not struggling. Not shaking. Standing. Her eyes locked onto mine, wide, urgent. Nothing like the quiet, distant gaze she had lived in for years. Dad, she whispered, voice steady, clear. We need to leave. Right now. My brain refused to process it. 6 years. 6 years of wheelchairs, therapy, silence. And now she was standing in front of me like none of it had ever existed. What? How? I started. No time. She cut me off, already moving past me. She's not who you think she is. Not mom. Not mother. That word hit harder than anything else. Something cold settled in my chest. I didn't ask another question. I ran. Keys. Garage. Car. Lily slid into the passenger seat without hesitation. As I turned the ignition, hands shaking. We both heard it. Footsteps. Inside the house. But we were supposed to be alone. The engine turned over, but I didn't move. Not yet. Because those footsteps weren't random. They were slow. Measured. Like someone walking through a place they already knew. Lily's hand grabbed my arm. Go, she whispered. I looked at her. Really looked this time. No tremor. No weakness. No confusion. 6 years of paralysis, gone. How are you? Dad, she cut me off, eyes sharp now. If we don't leave in the next 10 seconds, we won't get another chance. That was enough. I shifted into reverse. The garage door was halfway open when the footsteps stopped. Silence. The kind that feels like it's watching you. Then, a voice. Soft. Familiar. Lily? My wife. From inside the house. My stomach dropped. That's not her, Lily said instantly. No hesitation. No doubt. That's not her voice. It sounded exactly like my wife. Every tone. Every pause. Perfect. Too perfect. The garage door finished opening. I hit the gas. As the car rolled back into the driveway, the front door of the house creaked open. I didn't want to look, but I did. She stood there. My wife. Same clothes. Same face. Same smile. But something was wrong. She wasn't blinking. Where are you going? She called out sweetly. Lily's grip tightened on my arm. Don't answer, she whispered. I slammed the car into drive and pulled out fast. And in the rearview mirror, she was still standing there. Watching. Not moving. Not blinking. Just smiling. I didn't slow down until we hit the main road. Even then, my hands were still shaking on the wheel. I checked the rearview mirror again. Nothing. No car. No one following. Just empty road and morning light. What is happening? I finally said. My voice didn't sound like mine. Lily stared straight ahead. You need to listen to me carefully, she said. Everything you think you know about Mom is wrong. I swallowed hard. Start talking. She nodded once, like she had been waiting for this moment. I wasn't paralyzed, she said. That hit harder than anything else so far. What? I couldn't move, she clarified. But not because I couldn't, because I wasn't allowed to. The air inside the car felt heavier. Allowed? I repeated. Lily turned toward me slowly. Every time you left the house, she changed. My grip tightened on the steering wheel. What do you mean changed? She watched me, Lily said. All the time. Cameras, mirrors, things you never noticed. And if I moved, even a little, she would know. A chill ran down my spine. That's not possible, I said. I tried once, Lily continued, ignoring me. 3 years ago. Just my fingers. That night, she came into my room and told me something. I glanced at her. What? Lily's voice dropped. She said, good girls stay still. Silence filled the car. Then I realized something worse. I've been home, I said slowly. Every night. Every weekend. I would have seen something. Lily shook her head. No, she said. You only saw what she wanted you to see. Where are we going? I asked. Anywhere felt better than that house. Lily didn't hesitate. Highway. No stops. No calls. No calls. That part hit different. My phone, I started. Turn it off, she said immediately. Not silence it. Turn it off. I did it without arguing. Something inside me had already accepted that this wasn't normal anymore. This wasn't a misunderstanding. This was something else. I powered the phone down and tossed it onto the dashboard. Lily exhaled for the first time since we left. She tracks devices, she said. Yours, mine, everything connected to the house. I felt my chest tighten. How do you know all this? I've had 6 years to listen, she replied. That answer stayed with me. 6 years. Still. Silent. Watching. Learning. We drove for another 10 minutes before I noticed something. A black SUV behind us. Same distance. Same lane changes. Every turn, it followed. Lily, I said quietly, don't look back. I know, she said. Of course she did. How long? I asked. Since we left, she replied. I pressed the gas harder. The SUV did the same. That's when I understood something that made my stomach drop. This wasn't about leaving the house. That was just step one. We hadn't escaped anything. We had just started running. And whatever was in that house wasn't letting us go. Take the next exit, Lily said. Her voice wasn't panicked. It was precise. I signaled late, cut across a lane and dropped off the highway. The black SUV followed without hesitation. That confirmed it. Not coincidence. Target. Left. Then immediately right, she added. I followed her directions without questioning. Not because I understood. Because she did. We entered a quieter stretch. Industrial buildings, empty lots, early morning stillness that felt too open, too exposed. Slow down, she said. What? Make it look normal. That was harder than speeding. I eased off the gas. The SUV stayed back. Watching. Waiting. Dad, Lily said softer now, there's something you need to know. I glanced at her. This didn't start 6 years ago. My chest tightened. What do you mean? She didn't just become like this, Lily continued. She was already like this. I just noticed too late. A cold weight settled in my stomach. How late? Lily looked straight ahead. After she realized I could see her. See her. Not understand. Not suspect. See. Before I could ask what that meant. My phone lit up on the dashboard. Even though it was turned off. The screen flickered. Then stabilized. One message. No contact name. Just a single line. You should have stayed. The SUV behind us suddenly accelerated. Fast. Closing distance. Lily grabbed my arm. Drive, she said sharply. Now. I slammed the gas. The engine roared, tires gripping just enough as we shot forward through the empty industrial stretch. The SUV didn't hesitate. It surged after us like it had been waiting for that exact moment. Right, now. Lily shouted. I cut the wheel hard, barely making the turn. The SUV followed. Too clean. Too controlled. They know this area, I muttered. So do I, Lily said. That made me look at her. How? No time, she replied. Straight ahead, then the service road on the left. We hit a long stretch of broken asphalt. The car bounced hard, suspension groaning. The SUV slowed slightly, but didn't stop. Still there. Still coming. Dad, Lily said, voice lower now. Listen carefully. When we stop, you don't question anything. You follow me. When we stop. I repeated. Yes. Something in her tone made my stomach drop. This is the only place she can't reach us directly. Always she. Not Mom. Never Mom. What is this place? I asked. Lily didn't answer. She just pointed ahead. An old structure came into view. Abandoned, rusted gates half open, warning signs barely visible. I didn't recognize it. But Lily did. Here, she said. I hit the brakes. The car skidded slightly as we stopped just inside the gate. Out, she said instantly. The SUV turned in behind us. Fast. Too fast. We jumped out. Ran. Behind us, tires screamed. Metal creaked. And just before we crossed the threshold of the building, I heard something that made my blood freeze. My wife's voice. Right behind us. Lily. But we were nowhere near her. And this time, she wasn't alone. We crossed the threshold and the sound died. Not faded. Died. Like the building swallowed it. I turned instinctively, but the SUV had stopped just outside the gate. Doors didn't open. Engine still running. Waiting. Lily grabbed my sleeve and pulled me deeper inside. Don't look back, she said. Not yet. The air was colder in here. Not just temperature, something else. Heavy. So. Like the place had decided nothing inside it was allowed to move unless it chose to. What is this place? I whispered. Old relay station, Lily said. Before everything was wireless. Thick walls. Shielded rooms. No signals in or out. No signals. No tracking. No voice carrying through. A boundary. We reached a narrow corridor with peeling paint and a metal door at the end. Lily pushed it open and guided me inside. The room was bare. Concrete. Thus, one small window too high to see through. She finally let go of my arm. Now you can look, she said. I stepped back toward the doorway and glanced out. The SUV was still there. But it wasn't empty anymore. Figures stood beside it. 3. All facing the building. One stepped forward. And even from this distance, I knew the way she tilted her head. My wife. Except this time. She moved. Not like a person. Too smooth. Too certain. And when she spoke, her voice didn't echo. It pressed. Victor, she said softly. Then again. Louder. Bring her out. My name isn't Victor. She knew that. Which meant one thing. She wasn't calling me. She was calling something else. Lily stepped in front of me instantly. Don't respond, she said. Names matter to them. Not her. Not Mom. Outside, the figure that looked like my wife took another step forward. The other two stayed behind her, still watching like they were waiting for permission. What are they? I whispered. Lily didn't hesitate this time. Not people, she said. Not anymore. My throat went dry. Then what is she? Lily's eyes didn't leave the door. She's the one who learned first. That sentence hit deeper than fear. It felt like truth I didn't want. Outside she smiled. Wider now. Too wide. Lily, she called, softer again. You know you can't stay in there forever. The walls didn't carry her voice. But I still heard it. Inside my head. Pressure. Like something pushing against thought itself. I staggered slightly. Lily grabbed my arm. Don't listen, she said. That's how she keeps control. Control. 6 years. 6 years of silence. Of stillness. Of watching. Suddenly it made sense. Lily hadn't been paralyzed. She had been hiding. Outside, the figure stopped moving. Then tilted her head again. Almost curious. Then she said something that changed everything. 6 years you stayed still, she whispered. Then smiled wider. Let's see how long your father lasts. The door behind us locked itself.